Coach, I'm asking this question perhaps from a Man United supporter's perspective because I'm looking at what needs to be done at that club as like a huge rebuilding process, and I'm interested in the rebuilding process that you've kind of put into Sabah as well, because I've always wondered, is it what's the first step that you feel you have to take in that grand plan? Is it like just signings? Is it changing the training methods? Is it building a culture? Where do you start when you rebuild a team like this?
Okay, definitely. First of all, is the players that what you're gonna get now with the kind of budget that you are allowed to have, and definitely after that will be training. Yeah, and training. You see, Logan, like I said to everyone, even though I recruit a lot of experienced players, and some of them have played for national team, our youth team, but you can't expect them to blend in a short period. Yeah, you look like what you say, Manchester United. They have world class players, and they need time. Yeah, and especially with my three new foreign signing, they have never come out from from their countries like Neto and Jackson, both from Brazil. It's their first time coming out from Brazil. Of course, Taiki has played in Finland, Sadil that we have from Indonesia, and Park. So they need times to blend. But in this short period, what I can say, they are blending very well. But still, there's a lot of loophole where I believe along the way you'll be getting much better. And not forgetting, yeah, I have about 7 or 8 young players that is under 23 with Sabah FC at the moment, and I have to think about their development too. I can't just concentrate on the experienced player, on the senior players, on the foreign players, but forget about the development of our young players. So I hope that in future, what they've been saying about next year to have reserve league, I think that would be good to expose the local young players here before they come to the standard where they can cope with the Super League or Premier League.
Okay, okay. And I think also in football, we tend to talk a lot. I mean, recently, when we talk about people like European football, Klopp and Pep and all, we talk a lot about identity, a style of play. Um, from a such an experienced coach like yourself, how important is this style of play? Do you really need it to win, or is it something more fundamental, like just having a really good team spirit, fundamentals, work ethic?
Okay, I'll give you example yesterday. You compare Ulsan and JDT.
JD.
So Ulsan is a very experienced team, good quality of player, has won Champions League, but JDT beat them. Yeah. So in football, it's not about style; it's overall. Yeah. Sometimes you have an average players, but if your fighting spirit is good, your tactical discipline is good, you can achieve result. So for me, style, of course, every team must have their own style, but in system, it can be changed anytime. And most important is the teamwork. Like I said, the teamwork, the team spirit. If you can implement it to all the teams, sometimes in football, that you are defending, you're playing against a strong team, you play very disciplined, and you got a chance pop, you score. That shows the players are fighting very very hard, and they understand tactical from the first minute until the end.
Coach, speaking about tactics and so, because last year when I spoke to you, you said that you need to speak to players about data, about tactics, about understanding patterns of play and all that. Because football now, there are lots of styles and so on, and you just can't stick to one principle to win games and so on. So those ideas, those principles, and especially data line analysis, how are the boys picking up at the moment? I know the experienced players are aware of all this. What about the young Sabahan boys?
Yeah, they are trying to adapt. I
Mm,
see. Avinish, I I just got here for about 5 months. I
mm,
think so. I'm trying to change beat by beat. Yeah, especially to these young players. Why? are we doing this?
Mm.
You have data. Example, you're using GPS for your training, for your games, and you get all the data. But it's not a point of me to know about the data, but I'm trying to get the players to understand why are
Mm.
you using GPS and what are we looking at. All these they have to learn. They have to learn about why you need certain parameters where in this kind of situation. So I'm trying to teach them bit by bit, and as like I said, along the way, I think everybody is kind to understand what I say.